A deliberate strategy in Yosemite has essentially let a wildfire burn for nearly 2 months. The Empire Fire has consumed about 6,000 acres since it was sparked by lightning. That was back on July 31st. KPIX 5's Wilson Walker shows us why, in some ways, this fire is actually a good thing.
September is usually our first time that we'll get moisture on these fires.
Fire and ice today in Yosemite National Park, effectively sparking the end game for a managed fire that started here back in July.
We had a lightning strike in the backcountry where there are minimal values at risk in terms of structures or homes, and so we allowed that fire to burn.
We brought it here to the campground, we brought it to Glacier Point Road, but for the most part, it was allowed to continue to burn and play its natural role in the wilderness, in which we really want it to do.
And with thousands of acres of potential fuel now removed, we're left with what you might call a soft fire break when this area of the park faces its next wildfire.
This could reburn, but it's not going to burn severely when it does because we've already done that work, right? And so, yeah, I think a soft fire break is a good way to put it.
It's a tactic Yosemite has used for decades, but we may see more of this in more places. That's because a memo from the Trump administration's Interior Secretary calls for more controlled fires in the American West.
The intent of his memo is to use wildfire where you can reduce devastating impacts to future wildfires.
In other words, do more of this.
Do more of this where it makes sense.
The snow falling here clearly indicates a change of season, but the way this fire was handled signals another change, and that's just how aggressively this land could be managed.
The lightning is basically cleaning up 6,000 acres of fuels for us.
In Yosemite National Park, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.